Oh, hey Dave. Just in time, I have to pay a debt for some reason, but here's the debt. Oh, nice, Kevin. Very nice. Do you know, Kevin? I think you should thank me one. I think you should thank me one day. Thank you for bringing me the debts. So, by the way, Kevin, I know, I heard about Ronnie spoken about you. Is it? What did Ronnie said to you? Don't mind if you want to sit down with me, please, but if you if you pleased. So I think got loads of debts here, but I think we have a lot of few people in this whole time. So for some reason I do not have to think about any of these things that we've already got here from all the stuff. So I don't mind if you want to sit down, Kev. That's okay. Well, take a seat. Don't mind if you want to sit down. Yeah, sure, of course. Don't mind if I'll sit right here instead. So, Ronnie told me that his apology, he just already apologized to me right now, but, his fortune, but, for some reason his fortune has already been passed, but he already got his mind up. His mind's up and he's got it real realistic, but he's getting out of this time for no reason. So he did not give in his trust. So I gained a trust to him, but he didn't. It doesn't work. So for some reason I do not have to think about it, but I cannot do anything much for him. But Ronnie said he's just gonna make a phone call. So. But the difference between me and Ronnie, we just both had a conversation, but he already knocked me over the last couple of months. Well, several months. So he knocked me out unconscious last several months because I had his revenge on him, but Ronnie had his revenge on Victor. So for some reason I do not have to think. He wouldn't never do anything as he wished. So he wished for coming into this particulars, so then you might get everything what he needs for. So, but I surprised for him to not to coming back to where he was started, but he started to make his way up to where he was going, but he was going somewhere in New York. So in a New York City. Because I'm not basically getting weird. All the moped thugs. One of the moped thugs around the New York City. There is a moped thugs. One of the moped thugs are trying to steal something. That's trying to steal people's phones, or stealing the new laptops from the laptop store. Well, laptop store. So basically, they're about to have they're one of the owners, one of the developers or the managers. They're trying to call the police, but they didn't, because he hasn't showed their license, like number license, like license plate. So he already had his time for no reason. So I should probably say he doesn't really matter about what he was doing, but Ronnie had his moped friends, but for some reason his moped thugs were trying to giving us for the whole time. But for some reason, Dave, it doesn't really matter why he was trying to do is he's trying to consult with the other people when they have their mankinds. The mankind hasn't got any own time. He already spent it for the whole week, but not in prison. He's done it constantly. You didn't notice, didn't you? But he did not notice why he was trying to keep himself in the minds, but it wouldn't tell anything what he's done. But what he's done so well, he did not get in his right. But nothing serious. Actually, Kevin, I think there was something going on with Ronnie, but Ronnie didn't pay his debt before when I called him. So, for some reason I did not have to mention anybody else's names, but, he hasn't got his eavesdropping, but, eavesdrop. For some reason he's kind of weird. He's weird actually, as he's weird looking, Ronnie. Ronnie looks weird than yours, but you wouldn't do anything as you wish. For some reason though, Kevin, I didn't have to apologize for your opinions, but your decor is kind of real particulars in the whole time. Maybe it's it's a vector or something like vector D56. So vector D56 is kind of the bioweapons, but that doesn't sound particulars. But particularly, it doesn't remain to their claims, but they have never claimed anything before when they came back. But other than the other ones though, Kev, Ronnie might get everything what he needs, but he gets what he deserves. He deserves what you were trying to insult him, but assault him, but you wouldn't assault Ronnie, didn't you? For some reason I heard about everything about Ronnie, but he might get everything when he's gone, but he's done something real bad to you. But don't let Ronnie tracking you down. Or don't let Ronnie track Jason down before while he was trying to looking for him. But he's marking on the location on Jason. For some reason, he's gonna get killed. Or he's gonna get captured. Maybe you should tell what you are trying to say. But make sure that Ronnie is always giving you exactly the question as where Jason was. Maybe you should answer him. Jason was somewhere else. In New York. Yeah? But better the place than Florida. But don't mind me. We'll get it soon. We'll get it soon to be alright. So, let's forget about it, shall we? Let's see if anyone who could have mentioned, so don't let Ronnie see him, but he will be able to see him, but he will no longer see him again, alright? So, make sure he is now checking all of their thoughts. But take care of him, would you? Yeah. I will, Dave. And also, you might never see Brandon Haxon before, Brandon Haxon has been taking place for the whole time. So if you still want to see him, then you might get a call. Maybe something else might want to tell you. The sequence that it doesn't belongs. I'll tell you what, Dave. Maybe you should call Brandon. I'll give you his number. It's Brandon's phone number. Maybe you should call him. And then say that he has to pay his debts. But for us, we've already paid your debts. We paid you our debts. It's for your attorney. Maybe Brendan needs some advice. So he might give you some more differences between you. But between you two, just give it the real thing. They're making the right ways to do it. So make sure that he is now absolutely active. But don't make anything stupid, but to make him right, to make him the right things to do now, Dave. Make sure you tell him to pay a debt, so then he might phone you for business. Gotta go, Dave, and I'll see you later.